A Republican COVID-19 stimulus bill will be introduced today that'll include another one-time payment of $1,200 for many Americans.
So that proposal is not, though, expected to have that extra $600 a week of unemployment benefits, but rather a measure to replace about 70% of a person's wage. So we wanted to delve a little deeper into what employment benefits might look like for the rest of 2020 and beyond.
Joining us now is Isaiah Goodman from MoneyVerbs. Isaiah, thanks for being with us.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure.
Obviously, unemployment right now is atypical, certainly in line with what we've had. But when we say unemployment, what exactly does that include? Because we have people in so many different kind of out of work situations right now.
Yeah, so a normal unemployment rate is the number of people that are unemployed that are actively looking for a job. So for example, my wife is a stay-at-home mom. She's not looking for employment, so they don't normally count that in the figures. People that are disabled or people that are officially retired, they're not looking. So a normal unemployment rate is about 3.5% to 4.5%. Just call it 4%. That's a normal unemployment rate of people who are actively looking for a job.
And now during COVID-19, I mean, we've seen numbers up in the double digits, right?
Exactly, yeah. Unemployment rates are about 11.1%. Those were the newest figures. And so, I mean, you just think about such a dramatic jump in people that don't have a job that want to be employed. And now you can start to see where we have some big problems.
So when you look at that group of people, a lot of the folks who are out of work, and obviously this hits all different sectors, but there is a large number of people who are younger workers, who are low income workers. What we know they've been getting a $600 bonus. Right now we don't know anything, right, about what they'll get going forward.
Yeah, it's really, really strange right now because we've had this sort of ripple effect, right, where people aren't working and they put this moratorium on evictions and rent payments. So people are like, okay, I can keep living here without a paycheck. But some people are like, hey, I'm actually making more on unemployment with this extra $600 a week than I was working. Right. So now I'm not incentivized to work anymore. So if you remember that original number of I'm not looking for jobs, well, I'm not incentivized to go back to work. And so that's why they're looking at, hey, maybe this extra $600 a week doesn't make sense going forward.
Mm-hmm. So the idea is then to replace it, though, because you have a whole group of people. For some people, they might be making more, but for some people, this is just how they're getting by.
Exactly. Yeah, this is a lifeline for a lot of people where they were gainfully employed, they were happy with their work, and COVID said, hey, you can't do any events, you can't do any big things together in person. Yeah. And so we don't need you on our staff anymore. And so people are really getting by with this lifeline, and they need these $1,200 checks. They need this unemployment to continue, and they need businesses to potentially open back up in whatever safe way they can. So that's why people are kind of pushing for things to open back up. But of course, you've got the other side of things.
Isaiah, give us a tip or two for people right now who are looking to get back into the workforce, because people are going to look to get back at it.
Yeah, number one, you got to be open for remote jobs. I know it's not our favorite. I mean, even me doing this Zoom call, right? I'd love to be in person with you guys. But a lot of businesses are like, okay, I think we can figure this out going remote. So start looking for jobs. If you're from Minnesota, look for jobs in other parts of the country, even other parts of the world. And the other big thing too is, entrepreneurship has never been more ripe of an opportunity. If you've always been thinking about, hey, I've got this business idea, I want to pursue it. If you're not in a job right now and you can't find something, it might be the time to try to do your own thing.
Great. Very good advice.
Thank you.
Isaiah, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks guys. Take care.